The second piece, responsibility to the team, and each one of these really have so many more elements to it. You can do a 15, 16-point thing on leadership, and the same thing on teamwork. I'm going to brush through what I have experienced to be, I think, the tops of some of these. The responsibility of the team, coming together is the beginning. It's really about valuing others. You have a group of people that are coming together, and there are some important things that have to take place or be understood within that group. I think baseball positions, a baseball team gives you the best look at how people are designed, their skill set is designed differently, and has to be accepted by the person next to them. Not everybody has the same skill set, and so you start in the outfield, and the outfield generally, the corner outfielders are your power guys. They drive in runs, they hit home runs, or they hit for high averages. The right fielder has the strongest arm of the outfielders because he generally makes the longest throw. Basically, that's really the throw that's made to third base. Everybody makes the same throw to second. Everybody makes the same throw to home. But the right fielder makes the longest throw to third base. And so we put the guy with the strongest arm generally in right field. The center fielder has to be the fastest because he's going to cover more territory than everybody else. The corner outfielders are restricted by the lines. They can only go so far, and then it's out of play. But the center fielder has the ability to go as far as he wants to go. And he has the say-so. If he calls for the ball, the others let him off. He generally steals bases, hits for a high average, or scores a lot of runs. I mean, this is a model for a team. The corner infielders are power guys. The third baseman generally has a really good glove and is quick with his feet. He has to be able to make a quick step to either side to keep the ball from going down the line or keep the ball from going between short and himself. He has to be able to come in on the ball and pick it up and throw it. Your middle guys, your first baseman, he doesn't need an arm, basically. I mean, you put your, one of the places to put your first baseman is your slowest guy and your guy that doesn't have much of an arm. But he hits the heck out of the ball. Your middle infielders are your guys that are great fielding guys. Your shortstop is your best range guy with stronger arm than the second baseman. But it helps to have the second baseman with a strong arm for the ball that's hit up the middle. Ian Kinsler is always very good at going up the middle and throwing a guy out. Your catcher, he has to be the smartest, best looking. He has to spot. He has to go spot. He has to be able to work with pitchers. Generally, he doesn't have to hit a lot, but if he does, it's great. Ivan Rodriguez hit a lot. He has to be somewhat intelligent until he can move the guys in the infield. His body has to be sturdy and stamina and take a lot of beating and stuff like that. And then your pitchers, they just have to kind of like show up, right? The non-athletes is what we call the pitchers. And, they're just there. Thank you, Taylor. They're just there. So they know, the pitchers know the position players make fun of them because they come in every 5 days and they show up and they pitch. They're the best golfers on the team because they play 3 times in between their starts. You guys are laughing. They're pitchers. I know it. They play 3 times in between starts, and they're the best golfers. Today, the starting pitchers are the best. So the team and the baseball team really represents a group of people that have an understanding and an acceptance of the skill set that those others have around them. Then the buy-in builds momentum. People either believe in the vision that you're going, and it's amazing what pain someone will go through because of the game. When the game no longer oversees the pain, then people stop. As long as there's a gain that's greater than the pain, and you do it, and probably sometimes do it subconsciously and don't realize it, but as long as the gain is higher than the pain, you'll continue to engage, and there'll be a vision. Now, what will happen when everything is falling apart, people will always navigate back to doing their job well. It's what happens at the end of a season when a team is out of it, and the team isn't going anywhere. They just are now up for themselves, and they're doing it just to get through. And I'm going to do my job, you know, the heck with everybody else. And you never want to go that direction. You always want to stay within the team, that there's a buy-in with the vision and what's happening. The fact that we were a fan-friendly organization and family-friendly, there was a lot of buy-in in actually what we were doing. And the third thing here is consistent successes. I giggle over this chemistry thing. People don't understand. People are constantly asking questions about chemistry and stuff, as if chemistry comes before anything. Chemistry is the result of consistent successes. I have never seen chemistry. Tell me, has anybody seen chemistry when it comes to performance of an organization or some kind of competitive nature? I would talk to anybody afterwards who's seen chemistry in a losing situation. I want to see that. It doesn't happen. I've been so far in baseball. And when you're winning, even the guy who's been moaning and groaning on the bench all year, he's on board. He is willing to go along with it. When there's failure to blame, and blame starts pointing the finger at everybody else, and no longer is one taking responsibility.